Dalmatians. I am Anna Oliva.
And I am Joanna Penalosa.
And this is J&A Diaries. For today's talk, we will discuss about the concept of mining in the modern society. Now, let's define mining.
What is mining? The process or industry of obtaining coal or other minerals from mining.
What are the different types of mining? There are two, the surface mining and the underground mining.
What is surface mining? It is applicable to shallow deposits or low ore waste ratio. In doing surface mining, there are four methods. It is the open pit mining, quarrying, strip mining, and auger mining.
Now let's define what is underground mining. It is carried out when the deposits are located at a distance or beneath the ground to be extracted with surface mining.
Advantages and disadvantages of mining. Mining gives people a portion of the resources needed for modern civilization, while the disadvantages, it can also lead to environment.
What is the environmental impact of the mining industry? Water pollution, loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, and pollution, and formation of sinkholes are among the worst effects of the mining industry on the environment. Mining adversely affects the environment by including loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, and contamination of surface water, groundwater, and soil. Mining can also trigger the formation of sinkholes. The leakage of chemicals from mining sites can also have a detrimental effects on the health of the population living at or around the mining site. Mining activities can harm the environment in several ways.
First, it's air pollution. Air quality is adversely affected by mining operations. Unrefined materials are used when mineral deposits are exposed on the surface through mining. Wind erosion and nearby vehicular traffic cause such materials to become airborne. Lead, arsenic, cadmium, and other toxic elements are other present in such parties. These pollutants can damage the health of people living the near site of mining. Diseases of respiratory system and allergies can be triggered by inhalation of such airborne particles.
Water pollution. Mining also causes water pollution, which includes metal contamination, increased sediment levels in stream, and acid mine drainage. Pollutants released from processing plants, tailing ponds, underground mines, waste disposal areas, active or abandoned surface, or haulage roads, etc. as the top sources of water pollution. Sediments released through soil erosion cause siltation or the smothering of stream beds. It adversely impacts irrigation, swimming, fishing, domestic water supply, and other activities independent on such water bodies. High concentrations of toxic chemicals in water bodies pose a survival threat to aquatic flora and fauna, and terrestrial species dependent on them for food. The acidic water released from metal mines or coal mines also drains into surface water or sinks below ground to acidify groundwater. The loss of normal pH of water can have disastrous effects on life sustained by such water.
Damage to the land. The creation of landscape looks like a landscape of open pits and piles of waste rock due to mining operations can lead to the physical destruction of the land or the mining site. Such disruption can contribute to the deterioration of the area's flora and fauna. There is a huge possibility that many of the surface features that we represent before mining activities cannot be replaced after the process has ended. The removal of soil layers and deep underground digging can destabilize the ground, which threatens the future of the roads and in the area of the mining site.
Often the worst effects of mining activities are observed after the mining process has ceased. The destruction or drastic modification of the pre-mined landscape can have a catastrophic impact of the biodiversity of that area. Mining leads to a massive habitat loss for a diversity of flora and fauna ranging from soil microorganisms to large mammals. Endemic species are most severely affected since even the slightest disruption in their habitat can result in the extinction or put them at the high risk of being wiped out. Toxins released through mining can wipe out the entire population of sensitive species.
address long-term effects of mining. A landscape affected by mining can take a long time to heal. Sometimes it never recovers. Remediation efforts do not always ensure that the biodiversity of the area is restored. Species might be lost permanently.
Action.
The mining industry is driven by fundamental forces. The population, urbanization, and income growth will demand more buildings, cars, and consumer products, thereby increasing the needs of mined products as the building blocks of this growth. Urbanization is a growth force for mining activities.
Mineral substitutes are few and far between. One of the arguments for a potential decline in mining activities is around the use of substitutes, usually a mineral or metal product being substituted by other products of the other origin. We have been certain metals replaced by a carbon fiber and coal replaced by gas or other fuel sources. However, in general, there are limitations regarding metals and mineral substitution. Go!
Fourth is many countries need mining not only to thrive but also to survive. Mining is the economic foundation for a number of developing countries. According to ICMM or International Council on Mining and Metals, at least 70% or in countries are extremely dependent on the mining industry, and most low-income countries need it to simply survive.
5 reasons why the world needs mining. First, if it can't be grown, it has to be mined. We need to start from a basic statement: the modern world simply can't function without mining. Mineral products are essential components for cell phones, cars, energy towers, solar panels, and wind turbines, fertilizers, machinery, and all other kinds of construction. Action.
To conclude, despite the recent roller coaster in commodity prices, the mining industry is unlikely to lose its place in the global economy, and thanks to the world constantly growing and demand for the products that mining makes possible, it will even increase in significance as time goes by. First question, what is mining?
Okay, we have the definition of mining. It is clearly stated in our Mining Act, the Philippine Mining Act of 1995. This is the definition of mining. It is the process of extracting valuable mineral deposits from the earth. So anything, any activities that involves extraction of mineral deposits from the earth, yun yung tinatawag natin mining.
Our second question is, how can mining contribute to the economic growth?
Okay. Mining actually has a big help in order to improve economic of the Philippines. There are so many ways that mining could contribute. First, from employment. Based on our record, as of 2018, the MGB has 212,000 generated. It generates a total of 212,000 employment. Yan. Workers currently employed in the mineral industry, while these estimates vary. It is conservatively assumed that for every job in the industry, about 4 indirect jobs may be generated in the upstream and downstream sectors. Aside from employment, we have also taxes that being paid by these mining companies. Based on our record, in 2017, a total of 25.7 billion the total amount of taxes paid by these mining companies. Hindi pa dyan na-account yung 2018 and 2019. So that taxes, mayroong national taxes, local taxes, fees, and royalties that the mineral industry generated and contributed to the Philippine economy.
How does mining damage the environment?
Okay, the mining can damage the environment if they are if ginagawa nila yung mining irresponsibly. Ibig sabihin, unang-una, ah, hindi sila nagsasecure ng permits from the government. Second, ah, hindi sila nagkakaroon ng mga environmental programs, safety programs, and community development programs. So that way, parang they are just extracting minerals for profit. So if they don't have environmental programs, walang security ang ating environment. But in our present administration, very strict ngayon yung ating government pagdating sa implementation ng ating mining laws, rules, and regulations. So we are doing our best na maiwasan yung damage sa environment.
The fourth question is, how long can mining continue before the earth is destroyed?
Okay, question is, how long can mining continue before the earth is destroyed? What comes in my mind is, hindi natin alam kung saan yung kailan yung sinasabi nating madi-destroy yung earth, no? But pag pinag-usapan natin is, how long can mining continue? Yung ating po kasing mga minimina na resources, they are non-renewable resources. Ibig sabihin, nauubos ang mga yan. So, bago pa naman ma-form yung ibang resources, if sabay-sabay yung extraction all over the Philippines, darating talaga yung panahon na mauubos itong ating mineral resources. Habang hindi pa naman nag-end yung ating.
So, parang unsure pa po dun sa like time span kung kailan siya mag-end.
Yes.
Fifth question. Why mining is important?
Mining is very important because lahat ng ginagamit natin in this modern industry is for our products of mining. Like for example, itong laptop, these are made of minerals. So, saan gagaling yung minerals? Mining. Everything. Mag-identify kayo ng nakikita ninyo ngayon na walang product ang mining. Sige.
Paper.
Pag kumakain ka, ano ba ginagamit mong kutsara? So, ano ba yung
Stainless.
mineral content ng ginagamit nating kutsara? Pwedeng nickel, pwedeng silver, ganun. So, those are the products of mining. So, without mining, baka wala tayo sa ganitong situation. Nasa Stone Age pa rin
So,
tayo.
sir, parang naniniwala rin ba kayo na parang somehow technology affect mining din?
Yes. Or technology affected by mining. Kasi walang technology kung walang mining. Ganun.
What is the state of mining in the modern society?
Okay, based on our record here, on the mining industry statistics, which was released on August 30, 2019, the gross production value in mining for large-scale metallic mining actually is increasing from 2016 to 2019. From 2016, the gross production value in mining is 103 billion, while in 2018 it is already 121.2 billion. So, based on that record, makikita natin na maganda yung condition ng mining industry in the Philippines. And in addition to that, gusto ko lang din sabihin na still malaki pa yung areas na potential for mining operations because based on our record, out of 9 million areas that was identified as having high mineral potential, only 2.34% of these areas were covered by the mining tenements. So the rest of the area still potential for mining operations.
Is the MacArthur River Mine, the second largest lead and zinc deposit in the world. Turning the ore from rock into finished products is a complex process. First, geologists and surveyors mark out where the ore is located in the pit. They can tell the difference between the ore and the waste rock. They also make sure the pit is developed in a way that is safe. Rock is drilled, then packed with explosives. The blast breaks the ore and the waste rock into a smaller size that can be loaded into trucks. Excavators scoop the broken down rock into the trucks. Waste rock is sent to the rock pile, which is then shaped for later rehabilitation. The ore is taken to the crusher, ready for processing. The ore is crushed down to just 9 millimeters through 3 stages of crushing. Low-grade ore goes through the heavy medium plant, which uses a gravity system to separate the ore further. All of the ore then moves through the grinding mills, which reduces it down to just 45 microns, just big enough for the human eye to see. The ore, which is now mixed with water to form a slurry, moves into large tanks where reagents are added. The reagents attach themselves to the minerals, which then float to the surface as a froth, allowing the valuable metals to be extracted. The concentrate is pumped into thickening tanks. Heavier materials settle to the bottom, allowing much of the water to be skimmed off the top. The final stage is to put the concentrate through the pressure filter, which squeezes virtually all of the water out to create a fine powder. This is then stored in a shed on the mine site, ready for transport. Road trains with 4 trailers each are loaded inside the concentrate shed at the mine site. The trailers are covered to stop the dust from getting into the surrounding air. The road trains travel 130 kilometers to the Bing Bong loading facility for storage in another shed before beginning the final journey. From the shed, a covered conveyor belt loads the concentrate onto the MV Aburi barge. The barge takes the concentrate up to 15 nautical miles or 28 kilometers out to sea, where it is loaded onto an ocean-going vessel by covered conveyors. From there, the concentrate is shipped around the world, where smelters will turn it into lead and zinc metals. Zinc and lead are manufactured into products that we use every day, such as metal alloys, batteries, weatherproofing, fertilizers, mobile phones, and even vitamins.
Although mining has a bad effect to our environment,
We can still say that mining is still important to our society. It contributes its betterment and development to our modern world.
again, I am Joanna Peñalosa,
And I'm Anna Oliva,
and this is
J&A Diary.